Jesus saves everyone. He also doesn't.
Sometimes I don't even get megabytes, I get kilobytes.
That sucks, dude.
I'll see it on there like KB or KPS or whatever it's called.
Yep.
And I'll be like, seriously? What's up, guys? It is episode 14. Doing a yard sale today. And, yeah.
Come buy my shit! Everything must go! Buy my shit!
Trying to sell some stuff.
Trying to sell
Furniture,
some stuff.
shoes, clothes, car
People
parts.
love
you name
to
it.
lowball you.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty bad. Like there's like shoes like my mom has that she's worn maybe once or twice. They're worth like $60, and people are trying to sell it to me for $5. They're lowballing the hell out of me, which I think is personally bullshit. But that's just the way how garage sales go. I mean, you make the price, and if they want to pay for it, they'll pay for it. That's the only downside is you do have to do it at a significantly discounted price.
Yeah, that is the thing about yard sales. Because when people come here, they're already expecting like, oh, I can get all these things for $1. That's just already in their head because a lot of yard sales, yeah, they're just getting rid of stuff. And I've let a lot of stuff here go, dude. I have another sofa over there for like $5. But then we have this vintage stuff behind us. And I'm trying to get like good money for it, $150.
Yeah, well, that's not. If you see it in the back here, can they see it?
I don't know. I might have filmed it in that one part.
Well, yeah, there's some of this stuff here that's worth thousands of dollars, but he's putting at such a gigantic discount. People still want to lowball him. And there's a filing cabinet here that's actually, I believe it's white oak, and white oak is very hard to come by for filing cabinets. You can't get those anywhere unless you're paying $1,000 or more. And his dad's selling it for like $50, and people are trying to lowball him for $10. I mean, are you fucking kidding me, man?
Yo, I know that guy, that one guy, $10. And then I was like, Dad, $10? And
he
he's just
said,
like,
what?
He's like, what? Who said that?
The look on his face, man, that shit was priceless.
That was pretty funny. We got a plane going by.
That's a helicopter.
Is it?
Yeah, that's a helipad.
You know, my uncle, dude, on my dad's side, Uncle John. If there's a plane going by or something, sometimes he can tell you what it is just by hearing the engine.
Do you do aviation or do helicopters?
Oh, he does a whole bunch of it because he's the one that him and my aunt worked in Disney, and they did a whole bunch of jobs like building sets and stuff before a lot of it went CGI.
Oh, you mean the one that did the Starfighter stuff that he gave you that little prop that was in Star Wars? That's him, right?
Yeah, that was him. That's them.
That thing's cool, man.
Well, ever since George Lucas sold it to Disney, most of it's gone digital. So, yeah.
Yeah, which is a real bummer. Yeah, because
a lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of set designers and stuff, but yeah.
That's how it's been going for the past 3 years now?
3 years, more than that.
Yeah.
It's been going like that for a long time.
Yeah. Well, let's not get into politics now.
Well, that's not politics, man. That's just some corporation bull crap.
Well, it is what it is. People have to keep up with the times.
Yeah.
If somebody revolutionizes any sort of industry and they make a massive profit, the rest of are going to follow, because after that point it starts to die off. It's like The Office, Dunder Mifflin.
Oh yeah.
The show lasted 9 years because it was a show. It was fictitious, but the thing is that show talked about a failed paper company. A failing paper company.
Yeah, but they were still going for
They were still going for a long time. The only reason why most of it lasts is customer service. That's usually the reason.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Hi, how are you guys? Sorry.
No,
Looking
it's
for
okay.
anything in particular?
Yeah. No, I love this wood furniture.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'll make a perfect deal for you. Just let me know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, politics, corporations, etc. Stuff.
It's actually a silent moment we had. I think that's the first time we've ever had a true silent moment.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
14 episodes in.
Well, that's not
Well,
silent.
that's kind of like, that's just a break.
That's the thing. Actually, the viewers love that, actually.
The 120 viewers.
Um,
But you know what?
yeah.
As long as you guys watch us and you actually enjoy it, that's really what counts.
Yeah.
We're not here to make money, man. We're here to just talk shit and say some funny stuff and make some very loud farts if we can, or just silent ones that creep up on people, like what happened to me in episode 13 and
14?
no 12,
12.
12 and
Oh, wait.
13.
This is 14.
Yeah, this is what,
Yes,
how did you
this is-
forget already?
Oh, man. I'm not good with numbers. I can't remember stuff.
It's a good thing you're pretty.
Could do some...
Yeah, it's a good thing you're pretty.
We got some classic Avon bottles right here. Like 1960s, 1970s.
Everything here that they
They're
sell
not collector's items.
is
Because
actually
of how
very
many were made,
vintage.
but they are beautiful. I have a few
Early
in my
20th
collection.
century,
Stuff
even
like
some of
this.
them are in the late
have this.
19th century.
That's for Xbox.
Most of it is furniture, though. They do have some really cool paintings, and some things here, they seem like a little run down. That's only because of the age. As everything ages, it runs down. Isn't that right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, you can find things, that are priceless, but when it comes to priceless things, you either have to take care of it very well, or it has to be passed down generation and actually be taken consider of. I mean, there's.
Well, you're saying priceless, like sentimental.
Oh, I was saying priceless as in you can't put a price on it because of how expensive it is.
There's somebody who will put a price on it.
There's someone that will put a price, but I'm saying that if someone asks you,
Because greed is thing. Oh, there's a price. There's a price for anything.
okay, what I'm saying is this right here
Mm-hmm.
is a 16th century couch that has been taken care of for the past 500
Well,
years.
hypothetically, this
Hypothetically.
particular one's not.
Yes, I know that. But what I'm trying to say is it's 500 years old, been taken care of, maintained. If any sort of problems happen, it's quickly fixed, but it's always the same stitching. Everything is all pretty
I'm
much
so
original.
sorry. I was on the phone. I'm so
Oh, that's
sorry.
all right. We're
Oh,
actually
it's
doing a
okay.
podcast while we're doing it.
Oh, yeah. You guys are recording it?
Yeah, right there.
Oh. All right, now you watch a podcast. You don't even listen to it. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, no,
Oh,
this is,
we
this
actually
is both.
record it,
This is both.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So if you don't mind you walking in the background, you don't mind being on it?
No, what are you guys talking about?
We just talk about a bunch of random stuff. Sometimes we talk about, like, the last episode we were talking about me and my girlfriend here getting drugged at an event.
Okay, so I'll ask you guys a question because I'm on Easter right now over here, and it seems like you guys this is the great age. Like this, you guys are my age too. So I'm Palestinian, and what's happening right now around in America, and I feel like am I in a chamber of like I'm just hearing the voice of people around me and my people. Do you guys hear about it? Do you guys know what's happening
In Palestine?
in Palestine?
Yeah, like
Okay.
the war and the
Yeah.
and the massacres and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of
we know
stuff
about
going
it.
on.
Okay, so what do you guys think, like, as our country, I'm American too, so, like, our country, what they are doing, supporting this kind of genocide?
I don't think they should be supporting either side. That is an internal
Mm-hmm.
internal conflict.
I don't think it should be.
America should not be involved.
I don't think that we should be supporting
Well,
what's
the
going on
thing
over
is when things are a part of the UN too, we're supporting each other, you know.
Did you notice last time, the only country voted down not to have a ceasefire is America. Imagine, the whole world agreed, this is ridiculous what's happening,
Yeah.
except America thinks, no, we should keep killing all these people.
Well, it's hard to put it down when they're making profits off of it,
That's the whole reason.
you know.
Yeah, it's money. This country is probably the most capitalistic in the world.
Oh yeah, there's more millionaires in America than any other country.
So it's. I mean, I don't agree with it, but our government doesn't run our country. Our corporations do.
Okay.
It's the off-camera voice again, everybody.
So I think that until Americans stand up and say something about it, nothing's gonna change. But even then, you're bringing knives to a nuke fight. Like, it's so hard to change things here, just because they don't. No one's willing to stand up, and we're so divided. They did such a good job at dividing us as a people that they can't get either of us to agree.
And they made all these little things for us to have more disagreement and more separation
Yeah.
in the society.
Yeah.
Instead of us
For-
just being people.
Yes.
You know, some of the arguments are important, but there's a lot of things that just don't matter, and it's put into the mainstream, and it keeps us fighting instead of looking at big problems.
It's ridiculous because whenever I watch the mainstream, like which is the TV, I don't know who else watching TV right now, and what's happening all around the world, they water it so down for their own agenda that it's very triggering, very like it gets you. Like what, I understand you're gaining so much money, like like your president, our president is making him and his family and everyone around them making money off of our tax money going to support these. Do you know how much we give Israel?
Well, I do know that we're actually one of the lowest taxed countries. We're actually really
Okay, it's only because we don't live in Europe. Europe
It's
is
because we
very
don't-
but they also
because
get
they have
free
healthcare,
healthcare,
free education.
yeah.
We have to pay for everything here. That's
Yeah.
why it's a capitalist country.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, as simple as transportation, like everything is like I live over here and everything is so far away. The other day I wanted to go to Union Square down, like, hi
Oh,
sir.
yeah.
How are
Union
you?
Station? I actually
Union
used to take
Station.
the train to there.
How long does it take you?
45 minutes to an hour, depending.
Yeah.
From 5 minutes to 1 hour.
No,
Where we-
25 minutes.
Yeah, the other day, and it's like from all the stuff. And first of all, I have to drive like 10 minutes to my Union Station and leave my car over there, and then go and get an Uber to get my.
Yeah.
In Europe, like I went to Germany. I did not even use a car.
Oh yeah, everything's different out there. It's a lot more people are using bikes.
And
Everything's
that's why
closer.
their
So,
tax money is going for a good cause.
you know,
Like our
transportation
education
and
in our
whatnot.
schools right now, you know, we can compare them to so many schools out there. Like, where my tax money's going?
A lot of the tax money here is military.
To where? To kill innocent people.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's like the police here have more advanced weapons than most countries too.
Because they're trained in Israel.
APCs,
Yes.
like armored protection
Yeah, we're
vehicles.
talking about pos-
Where are you
It's
from?
funny. We
Palestine.
usually avoid politics or try
Must be
to.
heartbroken, isn't
It always comes up.
It always does
And
come
I'm
up.
like, I wanted to talk
Hey,
to
how's
my
it going?
generation.
Good.
I'm like, do you guys
Yeah.
know what's happening? And that's why
I'm following it, yeah. I'm following it.
yeah.
I think all these voices are off camera. But I think it's like just right here is what you can
Oh,
see.
you
But we
can
can still hear you.
Well,
When did you leave Palestine?
14 years ago. But I left Palestine because I didn't want to leave my village. Because I met someone who's from here, and we met in my small village, and because he knows it's like a better life over here. But you don't realize the trauma you were living in until you come to realize the normal life over here. Like, I didn't realize that, oh, I can wake up in the morning and I have full control of my day. And oh, in the morning, if I go to school, I don't have a checkpoint not to let me go to school.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, did you want to sit down and actually be on it?
That was but you understand what I'm saying? It's like then the trauma hits you later on. Because like, oh, this is how it should be to
How's it
live
going?
the normal life.
That's right. And we're very unconscious about what the rest are unless we've been someplace.
The only
Thank
thing
you.
Have a good one.
they want is just love, and they love people. But when you
What you
look
said,
at,
Americans?
like Americans, oh, everyone.
Well, I mean, we are living near the coast, and those tend to be more, liberal in that sense.
It's not. No. I'm not talking about. That's the thing. When we to connect America, we connect it to politics and liberal and Republicans and all that. But you're a human, and you connect to me on a human level.
Yeah.
And every human I met over here, they're all genuine and they want the best for humanity, you know? But when we look at Americans, like we're making all the world look at Americans as politics. I was like, oh, I agree on killing all these people over there. And then the whole world think all Americans are agreeing on that. When in the UN, the only country raised their hands, and all the world, I'm like, Americans are so not. Imagine, like, my aunt came from back home and she's standing in Panera Bread, and she's like, do you think they're gonna hurt me because I'm covering my hair? I'm like, oh my God, no!
Well, there's racists out there all the time, either way.
It's not, but it's not about race. They make us think we're all racist. They want to
I
make
think
us
it just
think we're
depends
all.
on what part of the country you're in. So you're in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's actually more hate groups in California
Those
than
were huge.
yeah.
this is it's all that's the nature of humanity, to be like, oh, I want that tribal nature of human. It's like I want to be belonging to something, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the normal thing.
Yeah, belonging and hating together.
Yeah.
Too late, you're in it.
But, I don't look my best. I don't look my best.
Oh, you
I was
look
going
pretty.
to the
Don't worry.
judging.
You look great.
But that's not. Yeah. But thank you guys for listening. I just wanted to hear your guys' point, and that you guys, like, there's a lot of protests right now going, like, in LA and everything. And whenever you see on the news, it's not even showing. Like, you would put on ABC and anything, and I'm like, you guys don't hear the people.
On the front page of the Times, and this is not the front page of the Times today, is a picture of the when they blockaded the freeway. People are trying to bring attention to something really important.
But what are we doing as individual Americans? What do you think people should be doing?
What we should be doing, what we are doing, two different things.
Okay.
I think we should be treating the whole thing as when I'm really I believe that the whole human race isn't going to realize we're all brothers and sisters unless we're invaded by Mars.
Yeah, we need something
to-
for us to stand up against together.
Yeah, because we don't get it that this is all one race. There's one race.
I think the only time that is ever properly portrayed is in sci-fi movies,
Howdy.
where no one's like
Christmas.
in sci-fi
Merry
where we're
Christmas.
traveling space and people ask where humans are from. No one says I'm from Russia. They say I'm from Earth.
Yeah.
So it's like a
yeah.
concept that's only actualized in science fiction.
What
Yeah.
do I need?
And I like
We're,
that.
we're
Everything.
filming a podcast at the same time. Hope you guys don't mind.
No. Oh, you are?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry
If
about
you guys
that.
want to be in it, go for it.
No, that's all right. What's
If
the
you're in
podcast
union-
about?
If you're in the union,
Um,
you're going to get double
We're
scale.
talking about yard sale stuff. and it turned into, politics.
I think Americans are so isolated from pain and tragedy.
And it all starts with schools. It all, my husband grew up over here, and then we would be talking about geography, and the only thing he knows about geography is from video games, because he likes these civilization and these countries and all that. And I'm like, so you know geography and history
stopped
from
teaching it.
school.
They
And
stopped
I learned
teaching
it
it.
from
They only
video
teach it in
games.
private schools now.
Yeah, and I'm like, if you're taking that from public schools right now, what are we raising? That's cool.
Well, they've been dumbing down public schools.
They
I don't
are
even know
dumbing
how
down.
many years.
No, they got rid of home ec. I was like one of the last ones to do that. They don't do driver's
Teach
ed
us
there
skill.
anymore.
Teach us skill for us
They
to
don't
survive.
teach us how to cook anymore, or clean either. They got rid of home ec, wood shop. Yeah.
Because they want you to be dependent on other people. They want you to spend your money to have a cleaner and be on fast food all the
Oh
time.
yeah, fast food. I definitely agree with that one.
So my thing is, as an American, and the thing is, like, to be an American, it's such a proud thing to gain. Especially for an immigrant to come over here and having all that privilege. And it's like, if I have that privilege, I need to use it for right. And you guys all have that, and even you have more privilege than me because you have the white privilege.
Yeah.
And it's
I
amazing.
think we have cards for it too.
I do have a point.
You see? And it's like, and we don't mind it because you can use it either that card for good or bad. You know?
Oh yeah.
So it's like, if you use it for good and you stand up for humanity, that's because in 30 years from now, your kid, when he reads history, and hopefully they still write history
They
by
don't write
that
it now.
time, it's like, Dad, you lived through that war, which is, I think, it's happening right now with World War III. Like, you know, what did you do? If your kid asked you,
Which side of history you're on, basically.
and
But because they're your kid, it doesn't matter what side you're on. They're gonna bleed into that. You know.
that's
Well,
what it
my
was.
parents raised me pretty open-minded, so I usually take a lot of opinions from other places before making my decisions. You know, so I landed at disassociated Democrat.
Mhm.
So yeah,
This is my son.
So you're the Democrat in the he's disassertive.
Am I a Democrat? I'm disappointed with a lot of stuff. I don't wear a T-shirt that says my.
Yeah. And because we believed in democracy that they were preaching. We believed that they were there for humanity. And I don't think I connect to more Republicans in a religion level and a human level more than any Democrat. You know, it's like because you connect to humans on a different level. It doesn't like that label is not gonna label everything about me.
There's probably a lot more Republicans that are religious, but I do want to say that the reason I don't always like that is because I feel like a lot of politics just use that, even though they're not actually
To
religious.
label you.
Yeah.
Son un montón de cosas.
To label you.
Hola.
La ropa, todo es de mujer y es un montón de cosas. Vestidos.
But do you see anything you like out here?
No, I love, but my husband would go crazy if I buy more wood stuff and put them in the house. He's more of a minimalist than me, but I have that chair and it's beautiful. Yeah, so.
This roll top desk too we're trying to get rid of.
I would love that.
66 inches across.
I do. This year I'm choosing to homeschool my kids.
Oh yeah.
This year, yeah. But I'm an educator in my community, and right now, like in our Sunday school, I teach Defend Young Minds, which is to teach the kids how to deal with technology and being basically pornography, like prevention, pornography addiction prevention, basically, because right now society having a lot of problem with pornography and kids having
I
all
lived
the
through that.
Pornography exists in Pakistan.
pornography.
Well, it's everywhere in the world. It's just less legal.
Pornography exists.
Oh yeah.
It's
Pornography
everywhere.
all over the world.
Every square inch of the world,
Yeah.
even at the bottom of the ocean.
If you have access to
Internet.
the
Okay, I just-
computer,
Yeah.
It's just in some places it's less accepted.
it's all over the place. It's at the tip of your fingers. For the
All over.
It is a huge industry,
It's a
especially
huge
here
industry, but like,
in California too.
but what I teach is because like the way pornography really messes up, which is it turns
Oh,
into
yeah.
addiction.
turns into
So,
addiction and
It's
it,
like too
ruins
much of
marriage.
an endorphin release, and you're getting what you want exactly when you want it.
How much
you know?
is the clothes?
And
it depends on what you pick up
they
for some of this
dehumanize people as
Like this one?
objects in these kind of these kind of pictures and films and everything.
$1 or $2.
So that's I'm trying to be an educator. And I'm trying to be an educator just for a better generation to come.
How old are the kids you're teaching?
Right now, my kids, I have a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 7-year-old of
Okay.
mine. But I teach kids from 3rd grade to 6th grade about this.
Okay. Talking about that kind of stuff can be touchy for some parents. Me, if I was a parent, I could understand and accept that because I want them to know things like that. But there are some people who are just so far into their beliefs that they wouldn't want that brought up at all.
The thing is, they always say like Islam is the most conservative religion, but in our religion, all these topics are detailed, explained in
They
our
have to be
religion.
explained because you can't fight it if you're ignorant to it.
Exactly. So even we are a conservative religion and we know our rules. Oh, that's why God created us and gave us the manual, which is the Quran for us. So all these topics is detailed, and it says like in religion, wherever you see it affects your mind, affects your body. Wherever you hear affects your mind and affects your body.
Yeah, of course.
From that outcome, like that's why God forbid pornography. God forbid it for us alcohol because it affects the mind and makes you have like do things without being aware
Thou
of
shall
it.
not alter the mind.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
not to alter the mind. So, and imagine teaching it in a mosque, this topic. So I had to step like some obstacles because culture is also not accepted
Yeah.
to talk about these things. But yeah. But thank you guys for listening. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
of course.
Good luck in your
Well, it was
podcast.
great having
Thank
you on.
you. Thank you.